Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to the start of an all new series. Yes, today my goal is simple. Inside F125 we are trying to make Lewis Hamilton a Formula 1 world champion with Ferrari. Yes, we're going to try and win the 8th here inside the all new F125 game. Of course, if you're new and you don't know what this is what I like to call my stream series. So Mondays, or more likely Tuesday nights, I'm going to be going live with this here on this YouTube channel and over on my Twitch. So if you didn't know, I live stream on Twitch. Go drop me a follow. There'll be a link down in the description. But yeah, this series is fairly simple. Kind of all the normal settings I run inside the F1 games. Maxed out AI, everything like that. But 100% races as well for an added challenge, an added bit of spice inside F125. We're mighty close to 10k subs here on the channel, so please do make sure you hit that sub button if you're new, and let's do this thing. There we go, nailed it. I think, kind of. Lewis Hamilton winning an 8th or GTA 6 coming out. Will never happen. My driver value's tripled in my head after winning in Porsche Cup. Wait, did you win your split? Fair play, Morgan. That's good going. So I'm hoping, chat, down the line, we're going to be able to do a few more streams. We're going to be able to do some exciting bits. Actually, that's what I want to check. If I do a custom season... Oh, cool, I can throw in the reverse tracks. Wonderful. Where do I want to get rid of, chat? Because I want to add the 3 reverse circuits. Oh, you can? Oh, okay, you have to do that for season 2. Fair enough. Custom settings, we've got to get all of these sorted. Hey, fair play. P1 inch split to the Friday slot. I've never understood, unless you're Australian, why anybody does the Friday night slot. We'll run one qualifying session. I don't want to be here doing qualifying all night. So I think we'll do that. Driver moves on. R&D on. Regular corner cutting for now. Formation lap off. Car damage, everything like that on. I don't know. Where can I change how often driver moves happen? Are they just set to on? Yeah, apparently. Okay. Don't think there's any other career mode tweaks I need to make, chat? I think we're all good, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. That all seems fine. We'll confirm those. Now, they've fixed it now, so Connor Sport and Apex aren't OP, but I think we'll just leave it as the 10 teams. Official drivers only. I guess we'll add the F3 just in case. Just because I like adding them in, because they actually could make it to F1. Sorry, F1 esports drivers, you're not making the cut, though. Ah, fair enough. That's not a bad shout, actually. Right, here we go, then. Oscar Piastri. Oh, no, it's going to... Eleanor's going to try and explain to me how this game works. Yeah, we know all this. I know all this. I know what I'm doing. Thank you very much. Just leave me alone. Hey, Zach, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome on in. There we go. Alongside Charles Leclerc. Early predictions for the Canadian Grand Prix this weekend. I don't know yet. I think it's probably going to be... I'm going to say Oscar again. Might be the basic choice at the moment, but I think he's going to get another one. What's this restream bot? So the restream bot basically sends the messages from Twitch and YouTube chat back to each other. So you can basically have conversations across platforms, which is quite good. Russell, he does do well in Montreal, to be fair to him. He likes it.
Believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on.
We're back in Monaco. Welcome on in, Neymar, soccer super fan. Hope you're doing well. Sam, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome.
Likeness, blah blah blah. But the really juicy stuff. Is there?
I'm pretty certain, chat. Unless you make yourself a black character, this is the only time inside the entirety of F125 that 2 black people will have a conversation, which is quite sad, almost. I think. It's an odd observation, I'll admit. Maybe I'm going to get myself cancelled immediately, but it's just something I noticed. Kick has broken. It's sending me notifications every minute. To be honest, I kind of forgot I still stream on Kick. Right, we need to try so I can only get up to 94 rated. I cannot get 50-50 status with Charles to begin with. but that's okay. I'm hoping this is only going to be like a one-season series, but we'll wait and see. Temperature, thank you for the follow, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hey, welcome on in. Cookie Cuba. Oh, here we are then, back at base. Of course, I'm already doing the Aston Martin driver career mode, so most of us know what this all looks like. So Hamilton is 88 rated inside this game at the moment. 98 experience, 90 racecraft, only 75 focus though. We've got an email from Freddie V coming in. We love to see it. Hey, welcome in, Blockman. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So, yeah, we've obviously got the specialists, everything like that. We know kind of, we all know what we're doing with all this, don't we? The graphics are really odd. I don't know whether it's like HDR is being a little bit weird. Can we do any upgrades before Australia? Yes, we can. How do I see kind of how the other teams are stacking up? We are weak on chassis, so I think we'll do a chassis upgrade first. There we go. That should be all ready for Albert Park. We might actually have enough R&D to do another one before we get there. Hey, Gokul! Oh, come on in, buddy. So co-op with Gary chat was genuinely meant to be tonight. Gary, unfortunately, is unavailable at the last minute. So that's why I'm doing this. So hopefully, co-op back next Monday. I'm going to do this series tonight. I might do this series again tomorrow night, depending on how we get on. And also how much other stuff I've got to do. But yeah, no, co-op is definitely coming back. We were actually planning on starting it last week. Then neither of us were available. So that's why we would, again, like I said, trying to do it this week. I don't really watch football, I'll be honest with you, Foxy Studio. It's just not my thought of entertaining sport normally. I watch like the World Cup and stuff. But apart from that, not a lot. Look at Kirsty Yuki, everybody. Ready? 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 Where is he? Come on. Come on, should be... There he is! Why have they not changed it inside this game, man? Every year it's the same. Hey, welcome in, Flipsy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Can we get to the GP? I want to try and get to the GP. But we've got to go through all the other random bits and pieces. I guess it's weird inside F125. You kind of don't go through... Because, like, driver career mode is a complete copy-paste of F124, which I genuinely don't mind. Like, I don't think it's a big problem. It's just a little bit kind of... Like, there's less hype, there's less interest, and stuff like that. We've got a bit more R&D. We might just be able to get one more upgrade on before... I think we should... Yeah, we should be able to. We're getting loads of R&D. Can I do another chassis? No. I think we'll do an aero one then. There you go. That'll be ready for after Japan. But overall, performance-wise, we're not that far behind Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren. We can definitely cause a bit of an upset as the season goes on. Skip practice? No, I definitely need to do some practice, chat. I need to make sure I get everything all dialed in. But yeah, so I'm hoping this year I'll be able to stream a bit more now. Like I said, this is like the first test of the internet. I didn't actually fire up on my end any of the bitrate. Let's have a look. Like, does the stream genuinely, chat, just like the stream look better and stuff? Because on my end, it's just pegged at 50,000 kilobytes. I know it can go higher, that's just like the target. The house move's gone alright. Like, we've pretty much got everything, like the major stuff sorted. There was clearly like a wedding or something going on Saturday night, because we got awoken at 2 AM to just something about a mile away going, which was very annoying. But apart from that, we've had no real issues. Who's my favourite driver? Driving as him right now, baby. Yeah, I definitely want to play Horizon 6. I never really got into 5. Like, it's the first Horizon I've never even got close to 100%ing. Maybe I'll do that on stream. But it is weird.
A brand new season, and before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important
how much does F125 cost? You can get it fairly cheap off
great to be back.
Key resellers and stuff. The other thing, chat, I need you to tell me whether if the pedal cam is forward or backwards. I will definitely do an office tour. I don't know if I'll do a full house tour. But I will definitely be doing an office tour when we get it all sorted. I think this year, Le Mans I don't think Ferrari are going to do a three-peat, despite all the BOP stuff. I think Porsche, specifically Jota Porsche.
Radio check.
Mainly because I'd
Radio
like
check.
to see JB win it.
Radio check.
Oh, there we go. Lewis Hamilton in the garage. I say we won't spend too much time doing free practice, because obviously we want to get into the meat of the weekend. But I'm gonna run. We'll run slightly higher wing, I think. We'll just make a few little tweaks. Just because the Ferrari is a bit different to some of the other cars. Hey, Alessandro, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome on in. I'm watching this instead of revising the history. Deary me. I mean, Australia isn't the worst track for tyres on the game, so 22 PSI should be fine. We just need to earn some R&D, chat. That's the big one. Which we might struggle a little bit based on those programs. So let me know, like, how far out the pedal cam is. I'm hoping it should be not a million miles away. But I don't think it's going to be... Sorry, yeah, Jota Cadillac even. Not Porsche, I'm an idiot.
It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder...
I'm short, chat. Just need to get me chair in the right spot. There we go, that's a bit better.
With in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
Well, I think this is the first time I've properly driven the Ferrari inside this game. Yeah, you've always got to take breaks. The brakes are... you shouldn't be taking as many breaks as you are revising, but the brakes are an important part of the revision process. So I'm still trying to get used to the fact I've mounted my TV a little bit lower this time. Just because I always used to look on videos like I was going like that. So I'm hoping... Like, I am definitely getting used to it, slowly but surely. I've recorded a few videos, and it's starting to come together. Oh, I've got to remember to use battery. That's a bit of a whoopsie. Yeah, I must admit, chat, back when I was doing exams, I was not great at revising either. I was told by all of my teachers that I was going to fail. And look at me now! Playing computer games at 8 PM on a Monday. Glorious. Glorious! Easy. Revision is just doubting your natural ability. Now that is a way to look at it. Fair play. The stream will probably be about 2 hours. Just over. Depends kind of what... I think it said the weather was dry for the race, didn't it? So I think we should be good in that regard. I didn't actually double check. But say, I was a little bit late starting this one tonight, just because I was trying to get a few bits set up. But I thought we may as well try and test it. So, fun fact for anybody that actually cares, I'm actually streaming at a higher bitrate than what I normally record at. So technically this should look better than, like, other footage. The pedal cam is a tiny bit behind. Okay. I'll have a look. I can change the delay around on it, well, ever so slightly. Not when I do lines like that, though, I can't. That was a little bit ropey. I will edit these down to make a normal kind of highlights reel. Normally they'll only be about the same length as a normal video, actually. Oh, come on, we're just about going to get there. There we go. Beautiful. Purple scores, that's what we need at the start of the year.
Complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Let me just try and bring the delay down ever so slightly then. Filters, edit filters. Let's go. If I go like that. Right, we'll see if that's any better, chat. Like I said, I don't want to... It doesn't need to be perfect, but I want to try and get it so it's roughly in the right spot. But I appreciate it though, Tegan. Co-op with Gary will be back as well. Cad Muffin, don't worry. I was saying a minute ago, we were actually trying to do it tonight, but then Gary got busy. So hopefully co-op will be back next Monday, is the goal. I will try, once we get round to next week, I'll try and start posting stream schedules. I hope. Like this weekend I'm actually away again, because last 2 and 2 and I've got something on. So this kind of week is all a little bit hectic still, but then I'm hoping from next week things will be kind of, once like I know everything's working in the office and everything like that, hopefully we're going to really try and get into the swing of things. But plan this week is obviously this tonight. I might do another one of these tomorrow, depending on how we get on. And then hopefully Thursday, we'll do NASCAR Cup with Eugene. That's the goal this week. It won't let you go ahead of me. That would break space-time, which would be quite impressive if YouTube servers could manage that. I've not got any F1 races planned this year, sadly. As you can see, again, buying a house used all of our money. So yeah, nothing like that planned at all. Unless like a company hits me up or something. Hopefully next year, but we'll wait and see. Is that going to be purple? I think that's just going to be green, isn't it? Oh, that's a shame.
That's the program complete. There's some decent data, although far from
Baku
optimal.
quality in the
It
wet
can
in
still be
F2.
worth running it again.
Oh, I remember doing Baku in F2 on F124 and it was awful. It is every year. For some reason the F2 cars just don't work. Are you going to post this on YouTube? I will be. I will be posting highlights.
Okay,
I have
some
seen
nice
the Williams
steady
gaming
laps here,
PCs from
please.
Chill
Just a
Blast.
managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best
They're
data.
pretty decently priced for performance. They always look really cool as well. Obviously, as the original Williams Golf Esports Sim Racing champion, I've seen them in the flesh, and they are beautiful rigs. Hey, congratulations, Toast! It's a big step. A big step to kind of independence. AI is set to 110. I need to sort out more chat commands again. Ugh, don't hit the grass. Yeah, F2, the IRL F2 this year, the races I've watched so far have been pretty good. I mean, Monaco was obviously a crash fest as always. It's just how the F2 cars are going to handle inside F125. That's the bit I really want to know. So there's definitely still a few tweaks and changes EA need to make to this game. AI is still a little bit too easy, I would argue. Like, I'm not the best driver in the world, but even I can win on 110. Especially Monaco. They're awful at Monaco. What happens if the engine blows up on lap 10? And we're in for a quite short stream then. It's happened before. Actually, what would probably end up happening is I do some iRacing. Or I could do the Shanghai Sprint, I suppose. Like, tomorrow's stream will end up being quite a long one. Oh, that was a slide. Mark only asked me to take the car out and do some easy runs. I can record so many videos in one day. I have a very aggressively optimized setup. So I have one PC for playing games. I have one PC for recording. And then I have a secondary PC that can also record like replays and stuff. And then that means I can literally be recording one video and editing another at the same time. Which is pretty good, pretty useful. I'm hoping it's going to become more useful if I do more iRacing stuff. I really want a Shantank. I've already said hello. Hey, thank you very much, Tegan. Does the pedal cam seem to be a bit better now? Is it pretty much where it should be? It's always a bit difficult trying to put the delay on because you never quite know how to get it perfect until like I watch it back. Well, sadly, Dog212 doesn't live with me anymore. Although apparently my parents are saying this morning she heard a car coming up the drive and thought it was me and then was really sad and I felt awful. She has come around to the house, to be fair. The problem is she just gets hair everywhere. But I'm sure, yeah, Dog212. Well, she's actually going to be living with us for a few months next year. Because my parents are going on holiday. So, in the depths of winter next year, chat, I'm sure Dog212 will make plenty of stream appearances. I've earned a decent amount of R&D in this. And the pace actually looks pretty good in the car as well. Oh, we are in the new home. We are all sorted. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you, Tegan. I appreciate it. But remember, like, Matt212 works. Like, she's got a full-time job. So, of course, like, apart from, like, streams and stuff, I basically work like a 9 to 5. Like most people do. Although I guess now, because Matt212's job is quite far away, we have to get up at 6:15 in the morning. Well, I don't have to, but she does, so I get up at the same time as her. Which was painful this morning. I think actually she struggled more than me. But yeah. My wheel goes up to 900, but I've got it set to 360 at the moment. Or 400. Only 250 R&D for all that. That seems a bit harsh. But technically this wheel can go infinite. It actually only goes to 1080, but still.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne.
I love the Alfa Mito.
And it's qualifying for the
I mean, they're
Australian
unreliable
Grand
as
Prix.
all hell. Actually, by an Alfa Romeo standards, they're pretty good. But still. Hey, welcome in, Josh. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm doing very well, thank you. Pedal cam looks like a
we've lost
boardroom on
telemetry.
this.
In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensory
Thought it was
information.
art when I joined.
It's been looked
It's
into now, so
yeah,
just bear
I need
with
to
us for
embed it
few
in a
minutes
little
if
bit
you
better.
can,
I just wanted
please.
to try tonight. I might make it just a tiny bit smaller. Ugh. Oh no, I keep clicking on all the wrong buttons. If I go like that. If I just go like that, it looks slightly better, I hope. I have kind of got like a design I want to do with it. I just didn't have time to sort it out. So the Ferrari's already broken down then, chat. That's not a good start. It is dry for the race, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, race is sunny. Beautiful. Guess we kind of see what times others are running. Ugh. What kind of times should we be aiming for then, chat? 16s, okay. What do we? I think we're around like a 17.5 in practice, so 16s isn't bad going. Hey, thank you very much, Gio. I appreciate it, buddy. I didn't forget Dog212. You gotta remember, like, my parents are retired. Like, that dog gets so much attention all the time. If you're in Twitch, get your predictions in now. Where do you think we're gonna qualify? I'm a little bit rusty with all that.
To P20.
But let me know. If you're on YouTube, tell me in chat where you think you're going to qualify. And if you're on Twitch, you can win some noggins. But anyway, let's go for our first run then. Oh, nice and tidy. Not going to take big risk here. Just want to get a first lap on the board. Last thing I want to do is mess myself up. Ready for the second runs. So ever so slightly early on the brake there. That's okay. Just gently bring the car through. That curb on the inside there is lethal now. You gotta be so careful. Oh, I only need to stick through there. That's one downshift, not two. Hey, I really hope they buff Kimi Antonelli on this game, because it's so depressing seeing him so far down the order. in that Mercedes. Like, at the moment, he's slowest of anybody that's set a lap time. And that just doesn't seem fair to me. Level through the middle sector, that's good. I probably used a little bit too much battery. Wow, over the bumps. Over all the bumps and jumps. Nice and tidy. This felt like a pretty decent first lap. Hopefully it's going to put us at least somewhere near the front. First half was a little bit safe, but after that it's felt pretty good. Drain the battery on the run up to the line. It's going to be a 17-0. P6. That's pretty much exactly where I would expect to be with a lap like that. I don't think I could have predicted myself much more accurately there.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now.
I'm qualifying P17. Clearly someone's seen my streams before.
Radio check.
Why does Mark want to do radio check? Hey? Why are we doing radio checks now, lads? So, we're quicker than Charles, who's 16th. But we are 7 tenths down Sector 1, 4 tenths up Sector 2, 4 tenths down Sector 3. So I'm losing all the time in Sector 1 against Max. But if we get ready, then we'll go back out with a couple of minutes left on the clock. Let's see if we can find that time then, chat. I think, yeah, especially if you're like a young driver and you need something reliable, Go VW over Alfa Romeo is not a bad shout. Oh, we are right in the thick of the traffic here. I have not timed this very well. Right, come on then. Whey. Too busy reading chat? I've got a qualifying lap to do. Oh, I'm going to give one of the Red Bulls a huge slipstream as well. Don't know which one that is. By the way, they're going to be not... Well, they might be complaining. Because maybe I'm going to slow them down if it's Verstappen. Oh, nice and tidy there. 3 tenths immediately through turn 1. Try and use a little bit of battery. Ooh, easy does it. There we go. We lost 7 tenths to Max in Sector 1 last time. That's pretty much all of it found again. Oh, left it in 6th as well. Happy with the run out onto the back straight. We'll try and again use a little bit of battery. Carry the speed down in towards Sector 3. Could we start our life as a Ferrari driver with a pole position? That would be one for the history books. Oh, that was high commitment. Not finding much time though in the second half of the lap. Then again, we nailed it pretty well last time. Avoid that curb. Oh, a little bit wide there. That'll cost us. Lap's starting to come apart just a little bit towards the end. Come on, gather it up. Come on, come on. Ah, that's been alright, actually. 7 tenths up, okay. That's been pretty good then.
Still got some work to do, so let's keep pushing, guys.
How can we complain about P3 on debut? How on earth? Like, I thought he was going to say, like, 7th still. I mean, Max went rapid.
We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Well, we only put 9 tenths of a second on Charles Leclerc there, chat. I got no idea how on earth Leclerc messed up both his runs. Hulkenberg got a 5-place grid drop, so not too sure what this Kick Sauber man's done. But Antonelli's slowest in the Mercedes, of course. He just gets absolutely screwed. So Hulkenberg blocked somebody, but I don't know who. Maybe Charles? Maybe someone else. I don't know. But that's a little bit weird. But yeah, Verstappen absolutely in another level there. Only driver into the 115s. 3.8, well, 4 tenths clear of George Russell and ourselves. But I will take P3 on the grid, ready for the start of the new season. Quicker than home hero Oscar Piastri. McLaren only 4th and 6th there, just ahead of Esteban Ocon. So Ferrari, there's a good opportunity to score some points tonight. Yeah, Antonelli is so bad in this game. Like, why on earth EA looked at him and went, oh yeah, this kid, he's far too young to make it a Formula 1. He shouldn't do well. Hey, welcome on in, Smurf. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you. A rare Matt212 stream. I will be going back to MotoGP 25, hopefully next week. Yeah, I want to try and get back onto that, though. I have not forgotten about it. I've just been so busy with everything else. Plus, like, the F1 videos do a lot better, so I've kind of got to focus on what brings in the pennies. Because, again, I've got a mortgage to pay now. Hey, Riley Boys 10! Fun in the house move. Thank you very much, buddy. I hope you're well, sir. I hope you're well. Thank you for the primer, sir. I saw Jack sent me a video yesterday, or the day before, that you were watching the videos on TV, which was ever so... It was not what I expected Jack to be sending me, to be completely honest. Yeah, I only wanted to do short quali. I just, like, on the videos, yeah, it's fair enough, but, like, on a stream, I don't want to spend 45 minutes doing qualifying runs. I want to get into the racer. I want to get to the good stuff, chat. That's the important bit. Right. Get your predictions then, chat, though. Where will I finish in the Grand Prix? I do not play MotoGP on a wheel. Absolutely not. I don't even think it would allow you. But get your predictions in if you're in Twitch chat. You can win some noggins. If you're on YouTube, come over to Twitch chat. You can start betting. Win yourself some points, which should be really good. But let's just see what we can do. First race of an all-new season.
Is over. It's time for Formula 1 2025. Yes, that long break that you've
Hey!
been hoping with.
Thank you for the
well.
20 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Smurf. That is wild.
And it's off-track drama.
Thank you, buddy.
We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners.
Back into your 4K on the win. Dear me. Well, congratulations if you managed to get a gifted sub there. Smurf's everlasting kindness. Thank you, sir.
History shows us that a safety car
We're in an all-new
is not
setup.
at all out
I'm
of the
hoping it's
question.
going to bring us some good luck. F1 25 chat is the year I don't bottle strings. We're in a new room. Everything's going to be better. That's what I'm hoping for.
World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position. And starting
Hey,
next
welcome
to
to
them
Poofa.
is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid,
Something I wonder
we
about
have
Audi next year. They
Hamilton,
keep Hulk board leather to change their driver lineup.
Yuki
So
Tsunoda,
they're keeping Hulk.
and
That's the
Norris.
reason he's there this year.
Ocon,
I
Fernando
believe
Alonso,
they've got the option to keep
Gasly,
Bortoletto, and I
and
think
Liam
they will.
Lawson.
But it was a brilliant move by Sauber to bring him on, because of course, if he didn't do well, Audi can bin him off, not their problem. If he does well, they've got a driver for dirt cheap, ready for the new era, which is pretty good going.
And
I think he deserves to stay.
Off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights
I will
out,
probably
so
bin it at
let's go
turn
down
1,
to the track.
absolutely. When will I bottle it,
Alongside
chat?
in the
That is the
commentary
real
box today,
question.
Former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation. I really
Oh,
want
I'm
to see
nervous,
some
chap.
action.
I'm
And
nervous.
Finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers.
I don't know what it is, but Lewis in the Ferrari. I think it's the helmet. But Lewis in the Ferrari looks just brilliant. Like it works. I was so scared when he announced it that like it wasn't going to work, but it looks fantastic.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
I completely forgot as well I'd done a whole race as Lewis already on this game.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
2-stop strategy then, chat. But it reckons the pace difference is next to nothing between them. So this is going to be a really interesting test. I think we need a little bit of spare fuel here as well. But nothing too crazy. These cars are pretty economical inside F1 25. So I don't believe... I think there's a glitch. Either mechanical failures are way less common on F1 25, or EA have broken it, because I haven't had a single one yet, which is slightly concerning. And that's across the main career mode, the Aston Martin career mode, and everything else I've been doing. It's a little bit odd at the moment. But anyway, let's do this thing then. Australian Grand Prix, first round of an all-new era. Piastri on hard, Tsunoda on softs behind. The 5 red lights are on. It's going to be... Oh, lights out and away we go. We've actually done pretty well off the launch. Russell versus Verstappen in towards turn 1. I'm expecting there to be fireworks there. As nope, Verstappen straight around the outside he'll go. We will try and defend from Oscar Piastri. Looks like Norris has made up progress as well. Past Yuki Tsunoda, despite the fact that the second Red Bull was on the soft compound tyres. There is Tsunoda immediately trying to come back at him through the first couple of corners. Oh, this thing feels so different on heavy fuel. Just got to try and keep it out of the wall on lap 1. I think that's the big goal here. Oh, just about able to stay out of trouble in the end. That was sketchy. through those first couple of corners. I was not expecting the car to feel that bad at the start. I know we've got to try and get the tyres up to temperature, but that was a little bit more dicey than I expected it to be. Trying to shut the car through the chicane, bouncing out over the curbing ever so slightly. Come on. Ooh, easy does it. Now we're starting to get the car in the rhythm. Battery management as well is going to be really tough in this first race. Like, Australia is always a bad track for battery inside the current F1 games, just because obviously the huge back straight. Like, I cannot afford to drop out of, like, Russell and Verstappen's range, but I'm a little bit scared.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I think Tsunoda's going to be quick early on. He should be quick. If he can get past Piastri quite quickly, then he could be a bit of a thorn in our side early on. I think if he gets past Oscar, I will probably let him by. Simply because I think he's going to do a better job of keeping up with George than I am. As Russell is barely hanging on inside the DRS of Max. We are barely hanging on inside the DRS range of Russell.
The car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Move the timing to the middle. It's not really the important one. You've got the lap count and the gaps. That's the important one, surely. Like, no one's actually worried about my lap times, are they? SL61, welcome on in, buddy. I hope you're well. Oh, come on. Nice and easy. So I also, chat, dare I say it, I'm going to try, if tonight all works smoothly, I'm going to try and stream on TikTok as well, which is a very scary prospect.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Oh, come on. It might be terrible. I might never want to do it again, but I'm going to give it a whirl. We won't stop streaming everywhere else, but it's just something I want to give a go. I think Russell already, though, could be hounding Max. So I cannot afford to drop out of that range.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I love the fact he's telling me that on lap 3. Like, am I wrecking the tyres already? Should I be worried about the tyres? I mean, you can actually go quite a long way on a set here. Is that the Matthew Beard? It might well be. This is actually Lewis Hamilton, currently. Oh, come on. You really feel the dirty air. But we might be about to get Oscar out of the range. So difficult kind of getting the car placed right where you need it.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
This can't be Lewis Hamilton, he's P3.
Good job.
Hey, Lewis
Fastest
won
lap of
the
race
Shanghai
so far.
Sprint. I mean, we won't inside this series, but he managed it. F1, the AI are definitely a bit weak. I wouldn't say like the game's too easy, but the AI could probably... But the thing is, the AI is still OP at some menus. They're just also quite weak at others. Ugh. Hey, Chris, thank you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate it, sir. How come you have beard in your name but don't actually have a beard? Because I can't grow a beard, ironically. I can grow a bit of facial hair, and then I just look homeless. Here we go, Russell to the outside of Verstappen. Oi, around the outside it'll go. Verstappen really didn't want to fight that one too hard, and hopefully now we can try and capitalise as well. For the outside of the Dutchman. To make our way down the back straight. Just outbreak him there. Verstappen, I mean, we're probably his two main enemies in Formula 1, aren't we? Lewis Hamilton and George Russell right now, but both of us have moved by him. See if we can try and break free. Yeah, the AI is still good at some circuits. Like Miami, they're still annoyingly good in a straight line. There's a couple of other ones I went to. Brazil, they're pretty good still. A couple of the others as well. Like, a lot of the tracks that they were good on F124, they're still good on F125. Monza was one I found that they're very good at on this year's game. But I think that's also as much to do with the fact that you can't attack the curves like you could on F124. So the AI kind of like at less of a disadvantage, which is a bit weird. Right, come on then. It's only taken us 5 laps. I'll be able to make a move on George Russell for the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Let's go for it to the inside. Oi! Georgie Porgy trying to give me a bit of a squeeze, but we will make it through. And up into the lead of the Grand Prix for the first time. Hamilton leading laps in red. This is a pretty special feeling. Grow facial hair until Lewis wins IRL. And then I'll never shave again. The AI, like, you can have good battles with the AI. I can't remember where it was, but I had like a really good switchback battle with one of them. And that was good fun. Like, I feel like in a lot of ways they have improved. All they need to do with the AI to make them a bit better is give them slightly less traction off the corners. And just make them run like their default setup to have like 5 extra wing, front and rear. That way they're a little bit slower down the straights and a little bit quicker through the corners. Because that kind of seems to be the main pattern that you notice. I don't even know if it's worth trying to defend this lead, chat. Or whether we're just going to see Russell come straight back past me. It's quite nice, though, not being in dirty air, so I might try and stay here. Can we do a bit on the F1 career movie? I want to do. I definitely want to do a couple of videos on it. I think that's all getting updated, because obviously the movie comes out in a couple of weeks, doesn't it? So I will be doing a proper, like... I wanted to do like one like we did on Breaking Point, where we go through like the entire story mode in one video, but I don't think it's going to be released like that, so it might be a bit more awkward. Maybe I'll do some videos on this channel, just because they're obviously a bit smaller, but I don't know for sure yet. Yeah, the AI, their tyre deg isn't simulated whatsoever, I don't believe. Or because they've got traction control, their tyre wear is really low. Like, I've had a couple of changeable conditions races where the AI can do ridiculously stints. Matt212 does do the streamy thing from time to time. He needs to get better at it now he's got better internet. I believe it's still working properly, chat. I'm sure someone would have yelled at me if it wasn't. But I've always enjoyed doing the streamy thing. It's just for the first time ever in my life I've actually got internet that can do it properly. I will make a highlights package of this stream. That will be turned into a video. I will also upload the full VOD to Matt212 Vods as well, for those of you interested. Actually, that's the point. I might have recorded this VOD at far too low a bitrate. Oopsie daisy. We're all learning. Oh, come on. I've also, chat, I've got to assess there might not be any solitaire for a few streams, because I need to try and get partnered on Twitch. That's the other goal at the moment. I don't know if... I don't have any kind of live viewing figures, so I don't know how many people are watching on Twitch. But if someone could tell me, that would be fantastic. Because I really want to try and get partnered. Yeah, George is not backing off. He is sticking with us early on. I do wear shoes to sim race. I know it's a bit weird for some people, but I prefer it. Ah, there you go. So we're not going to get partnered yet. Maybe Solitaire can live on. All the viewers are on YouTube. Which I also don't mind. According to my end, there's 141 people here, but it does seem to be moving up and down quite a lot. So I would assume that's a lot of people on YouTube coming in, having a look, and then going away again. Ugh. No feet cam. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm not showing off my actual feet as such. Made me chuckle. My dad was like, you need to be careful because we fixed the pedal cam on today. He's like, you need to be careful, like, what socks you wear now. I was like, I'm in shoes, and, like, all my socks are just plain black. Like, unless I run out of washing and I gotta use a pair of Matt212s for whatever reason. Hey, watch it on whatever you want, Adam. It doesn't worry me. If we can get partnered on Twitch at some point, that would be fantastic, but I also think YouTube's a pretty good platform for streaming on nowadays. I'm not worried about specifically doing it on one or the other. Whatever platform you guys prefer, hence why I stream on both. I've only just noticed as well how big of a gap your top 6 or so have built up in this Grand Prix. Oh, we got Russell out of the range. That's fantastic news. George Russell's dropped out of the range. Is he struggling? No, I don't think so. What size feet do I have? I'm a size 9. What shape feet do I have? Feet-shaped ones. Oh, there you go. Verstappen, though, has moved past George Russell again. So maybe Max now is going to try and go in pursuit of me. Piastri's actually moved back up to P4 then on his hards, but... yeah, like, your top 6 have built up such a gap ahead of everybody else. Charles Leclerc might already be in big trouble this afternoon. He's not able to get a look back in with the front runners. Yeah, he might be in a world of hurt. Because, I mean, Verstappen has immediately rocked up to the back of me again. Hey, how did you get on, short specimen? I remember doing my DV. Problem is, well, the problem, it worked quite well for me. I'm quite good at map reading. Like, it's just one of those things, like, my brain can do really well. So I remember, like, when we had to do, like, our big hike, I just basically guided my team, and we beat everybody else to, like, where we needed to stay overnight by, like, an hour. Even though we were one of the later ones to go out.
Okay, Lewis, and Verstappen.
Oh, that's so weird.
We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical.
Hey, Harry, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Made it all the way to Wales. Charles, I believe, is running about P10. I will get a quick update. Whoa. Teammate status? There it is.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 18.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres.
Oh, okay.
They're in 10th place. Tyres
Bang on.
lap 1:23.0.
Look at that for a guest chat. That was not bad, was it? P10 for Charles at the moment. But he is on hard, so I think he's trying to be quick towards the end of the afternoon. I mean, basically, he's hoping for a safety car, isn't he? That's all Charles can hope for in a race like this. Verstappen then. He's not dropping away.
No tyre
Just trying to keep
concerns
that
at the
gap
moment, just
over a
focus on the
second.
driving.
Oh, Mark Priestley is definitely a better engineer than Riccardo Adami. Like, a million times better. It would have been nice if Lewis could have taken Bono with him, but I understand why they wouldn't. But you gotta remember, chat, the one time when Ferrari was properly, like, dominant in Formula 1, between 2000 and 2005, no Italians were in charge. Like, they would, the one time the Italian team was good is when they had very few Italians. Like, you can tell me I'm wrong, but it's true. Like, Mattia Bonotto was one of the highest ranked Italians there, and he was like a floor staff. Whoa. Oh, that curve is going to catch me out at some point. Make sure you press K1. K1 mode push, K1 mode push. Oh, we got yellows. Someone's gone. No idea who it is. I think it's a Haas. I think it's Esteban Ocon.
Your teammate behind, 20.0 seconds.
Esteban Ocon going to be our first retirement of the new season then. Luckily, I think he's got about out of the way. But disappointment for the Frenchman then. That will not be what he wanted. And that's not great for Ferrari either. Because, of course, it's one of our powered cars. So, hopefully, that same fate is not going to befall us tonight. That's all we can hope for. Ferrari has historically never had that many Italian drivers throughout a lot of its history. I mean, the last Italian Ferrari driver was Fisichella. Before that, I guess you could technically say Luca Badoa as well. But obviously both of them just ran a few races in 09. Before that, though, I'm trying to think. Obviously, Jean Alesi is very Italian, but is French.
Okay, just follow the safety car.
Why?
Don't worry about the
Oh,
target
Alpine's
now.
gone.
With the safety car out, this is a good
Is
opportunity.
that Gasly
to
gone?
pit. We'll be a bit longer than planned on the next tyres.
Someone's
but we
gone.
can make
I think it
work.
was-
Just remember, we'll probably lose track position. Safety car, safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Well, no idea how that's been a red flag, but I think we've had 2 cars drop out of the race then, so the game's got a little bit unhappy. I'm not going to complain though, chap. I'm certainly not going to complain about that. No idea what strategy is going to be now, though.
Okay, we've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with the hard tyres for now. Try and just take them as deep into the race as we can. To be fair, we might actually be able to no-stop from here on out. But red flag, first race. Game does not have Colapinto in it just yet, but it has given us a free pit stop.
Back on track.
Verstappen's on mediums, Piastri's on hards, Russell's on hards. 5 red lights, it's going to be lights out and away we go again then. Oh, Verstappen's gone nowhere. We've got a golden opportunity on the run to turn 1. Sonoda's had a lightning getaway. He might be able to make up some spots through the first corner. But my goal is run away. Run away as fast as I can, as now we've got the 2 Red Bulls behind me. Russell's gone backwards. Alonso temporarily up to P5, so Russell must be down to like 7th place here. So I'm not too sure what's happened to him. But as we get towards quarter distance then, already 1 red flag in this GP. Will we end up with another one? Only time will tell. Just try and keep the car planted through that corner. Nice and easy. Use the wets. I don't think we'll be doing that. Hey Garner, welcome on in buddy, hope you're doing well. I can't see them getting rid of Colapinto after Canada, but I can see it happening at the summer break, if he doesn't improve. Like, if he has another accident or makes a few more mistakes or is just nowhere near Pierre. But, like, who then... Do they put Doohan back in? Do they put Paul Aaron in? Like, what do Alpine legitimately do there? You know what I would do if I was Alpine? I would be on the phone to a young Isaac Hadjar. I would be on the phone to an Isaac Hadjar going, we want to make the team all French again. That's exactly what I would be going for.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
I think Hadjar and Alpine alongside Gasly would work really well. Ugh! Ooh. Lucky not to get any front wing damage there, I think. So Verstappen, I mean the medium tyres. At least we know he'll definitely have the pit again. Whoa, how bad will they fare? That's the real question. Don't think there's going to be a lot of defensive driving coming from me right now. Because I can actually stay somewhere near the circuit. But yeah, we held on to the lead quite nicely early on. But I think now Verstappen's kind of got into his mojo. He was already closing in on me before the red flag. To the outside goes the Dutchman. Whoa! Big. Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, focus.
What is that? I was going to try and do the old up and under on him, but he just decided to brake on the apex. Still wheel to wheel. This is like 2021 all over again. Not that, though. Just ran out of road. Down at the end of the straight. And oh, again, you're reminded by just how bad the dirty air is. That's alright. Come on. Foot to the floor. Paul Aaron. I can see them giving Paul Aaron a run as well. The hards are a lot more difficult to try and like get up into a rhythm, but they will stay there pretty nicely. This track isn't too bad. Maps is meant to be back for Montreal. I feel like we would have heard something by now if he wasn't going to be racing. Also, has Drogovic done any running at Le Mans? Because that surely will basically mean he's guaranteed to be there. I'm also very sad this year, chat, that Le Mans and an F1 Grand Prix are on the same weekend. Like, I get that it's Canada, so it'll start nice and late. But it is a bit of a shame. Normally, obviously, Le Mans is a weekend where there is no Formula 1. I always felt like it should stay that way. Try on the outside of Max, we will go again. Beautiful. So it looks like, I mean, that's worked out well for Charles, because of course it means he basically just gets brought back a lot closer to the front runners. I think we might already be witnessing kind of the start of the Aston Martin slow removal of Lads. Because let's be fair, like, yes, Lawrence Stroll's made a load of money on his initial investment, and he's continued to pump money into that team.
Okay, so we're leading up.
But if you're a long-term investor, and you want to be, you know, if you're a big company that wants to put a lot of money into a long-term project like that, you will be telling that team right now they've got Newey in, you know, there is no reason why they shouldn't be able to build a really competitive car next year. If that gets squandered because you've got Lance Stroll in the car, investors will not be happy. Adrian Newey will not be happy. There will be a lot of people that will not be happy and will very quickly want to jump ship. And is that worth sacrificing just to keep Lance Stroll in the car? That was weird. I'd like to see Drogovic get an F1 shot. Don't think he immediately deserves like a shot with a big team or anything like that, but I think it would be nice to see how he'd get on. I'm sure he has. Let's face it, he's Lance Stroll, he's utterly minted. I'm sure he pays someone to do that.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
I love the fact they didn't get rid of that message in F1 25. I would have just deleted the entire audio file, to be completely honest, but there we are. The thing is with Stroll, like, he often starts a year fairly well and then just completely falls apart. Like, the fact that a load of people didn't realise Lance wasn't racing until after the Grand Prix was staggering. Like, nobody noticed there was only 19 cars on the timing tower. He's not exactly going to be someone I think we're all going to miss, is he? If he does call it a career. I'm not saying he will necessarily. I just wonder whether this is kind of the slow plan to phase him out. That smirk in Twitch chat. How's the tyre wear looking then? Okay, yeah, we could... Less than 2% a lap, we could potentially... Nah, we don't want to take these to the end. I think we'll probably be boxing, yeah, towards lap 40 for another set of mediums. But of course, we could get a safety car or something before then. You never know what might happen. Might not see any more mechanical failures, though, for the AI.
For now. Keep taking care of them.
I haven't seen anything to say that Stroll will miss Canada.
Meet our targets there, but don't worry about it. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus on the rest of this race.
Branson said to me, apparently, he had a mechanical failure right at the start of this game. But I haven't had one personally yet, and I've seen no one else have one. Was Branson lying to us, chat? That's the real question.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
He did, I was there. I was the mechanical failure. Oh, it was live! Oh, okay. I think there's going to be... George Russell might be looking to try and eye out that Aston Martin move. Verstappen might be trying to eye out that Aston Martin move. Speaking of which, Yuki Tsunoda trying to line up a move on Max Verstappen. We can leave the Red Bulls to fight. That would work quite nicely. Tsunoda's done it. Tsunoda's made the move on Max, chat. So, is he going to be able to close in on me? Or are they just going to play swappers? Yep, they're going wheel to wheel still. It's a golden opportunity for us to run away. I mean, to be fair to Piastri, he started on hards, didn't he? So he's not going to be able to go to the end. That's Arrow had one as well, is it? It's just me that can't get a mechanical failure. I'll be surprised if I get to the end of Season 1 of Career Mode without one. I'll be honest. suddenly now building up a little bit of a gap, but wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't take long before the hard is the better race tyre inside this game. Russell and Hadjar at Aston Martin. That would be an odd combo. Yeah, my teammates had a couple of mechanical failures, but I haven't managed one yet. I mean, Hauger even broke down in our very first race. Literally here. And then he's had one more, I think, but I can't remember where that was. I think that might have been Monza, I want to say. The thing is, for a long time, I thought Yuki would be a shoo-in for that Aston Martin gig, but it feels like there's kind of too many moving parts to kind of, you know, is Tsunoda going to be the best man for the job? I like the guy, but probably not. Tsunoda, I think, has very quickly found himself that he's most likely just going to be a midfield driver. A bit like Pierre. So much hype coming in, but not able to really deliver on it. You know, whether that's the Red Bull effect and then other teams believe you're damaged goods or what, I don't know. But it's a little bit strange. Is Red Bull single-handedly breaking Formula 1, chat? Let me know down in the comments below. Wait, is it DRS fault? I haven't had that either. I just have not had anything in this game, have I? Have I actually been lucky? Is F125 my game, chat? So, that's another one. I keep still getting questions about it. I believe they've already started the current season. But I want to try and do Creator Series at some point. I don't know exactly when yet, but it will happen on F125. I might try and see if I can do a couple of races like this season, later down the line. But I want to do Creator Series. Thing is, Alpine, legitimately, when they get Mercedes engines, could actually be quite a good car. Like, they've actually got like quite a good chassis and aero. It's just the engine. He says after they were terrible at Monaco, but still. We're just pulling away now. Tsunoda is doing me a solid at the moment. Like, I feel like I'm finally getting into the rhythm. Charles up to about 8th, I think. Just behind one of the Williams. Yeah, they've got to fix the way kind of Red Bull designs its Formula 1 cars is the problem. There you go. Now Tsunoda's dropping back. But maybe Verstappen's going to be under pressure from Oscar Piastri as well. The thing is, I think, genuinely, if Verstappen gets out in clear air, he is the quickest car still here. It's just obviously the air, I don't know how to race each other. And of course, he does keep getting stuck with, like, Oscar and things. I don't know how many how many races is the Creator Series season? Like 14, isn't it, I think? So I might try and put my name down to do, like, a couple of them this season. I don't do Creator Series because I like to have my weekend stream, but that was just because that was the only time last 2-2 and I got to spend together. See, now we live together. I mean, like, we've already spoke about it before. That, like, I'll be able to do more Saturday streams. We've got yellows! We've got a car, I think, breaking down, not another one. Oh, it's a Red Bull, it's Tsunoda! Yuki Tsunoda, I think, is gone. So Red Bull now having a mechanical failure. Our 3rd DNF of the day. That seems awfully high inside this game. Yuki Tsunoda, our 3rd retirement, and that's suddenly given Oscar Piastri and Verstappen a huge amount of breathing room from everybody else. So those two now, I'm sure, will try and work together to close in on me. But 3 retirements inside the first 25 laps. That's quite extreme, actually, for this game. I can see Verstappen doing a couple of years of the new generation of cars and then going. If he just doesn't believe that, like, if he doesn't enjoy the way they drive, or can't get to the team that's winning and things like that, then I can see him calling it a career right then and there. Max is definitely one of those drivers, and I'm not saying this is wrong, but, you know, has absolutely got the talent to basically go anywhere, but if internal politics play a game, a bit like when Prost left Formula 1 for 92, like just knowing you can't get to the right kind of car, but knowing you can get back in after a bit of time out. I genuinely want to see, though, what Max can do behind a GT3 car and things like that, in like a proper racing capacity. But he's also got the fantastic excuse of, obviously, he's got a kid, but I can see him doing World Endurance or something like that. I can see him racing hypercars. Even if he took like a sabbatical at some point. No, we're definitely not pulling away from Verstappen and Oscar. But we're also not really losing anything at the moment, so I'm quite happy kind of how we're doing. Matt still basically spent every other week threatening to retire. Does always make me chuckle. Formula 1 back in the early 90s was wild.
9.0 seconds.
And then the fact that Bernie Eccleston paid some of the money to bring him back from IndyCar. And then I was reading about the Michael Andretti conspiracy. Because obviously this was when IndyCar and F1 had a lot of beef. Almost a half distance, chat. We are getting there, slowly but surely. Max, I think, has already said he does not want to do Indy. Like, there's so many. I've spoken to quite a few, like, Formula 2, Formula 3 drivers, ex and current, that have said there's not a chance they would do Indy. Because the risk of, like, life-threatening injuries are still always there. There is nothing inherently safe about driving around at 200 miles an hour. And therefore, there is certainly nothing inherently safe about driving around at 240. Whilst everybody else is doing 240 around you. With no room for error. Oh, Nigel Mansell doing the British touring car. That was in... Was that the Ford Mondeo? If I remember correctly. So this series will be live streamed, but I will cut it down and do some highlight reels as well. Is the plan. Ooh, ooh, that got scary. Got to be careful over those curves.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Who do I think will take Hamilton's seat? I would assume it'll be Behrman. If I had to guess right now. I would love to see... to be fair, I'd love to see Behrman get the seat. But I think Antonelli would be so cool as well. An Italian back at Ferrari. But I would assume it'll be Behrman, most likely. Ferrari Jr., you know, is doing well down at Haas as well. He will most likely get the call to be Leclerc's number 2. Kind of depends, I think, on where Ferrari are at as well in time.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Hey, everyone coming in. Formula Hulkenberg. Hope we're doing well. Yeah, we really are just holding this kind of 4-second gap to Max and Oscar, aren't we? Like, they're just not able to do anything about it at the moment. Just gotta be so careful over that curve. The weird thing is I cannot see Behrman in a mug. I'm not saying it won't ever happen, but I just can't quite see it. I think the big one, of course, is still, like, what will happen with Oscar and Lando. Like, if McLaren stays strong for a couple more years, like, I can see, genuinely, if Oscar wins this year, McLaren is still strong next year, and Oscar wins another one, I can see Lando walking. Like, immediately trying to get himself out of that fight. Because Oscar Piastri is already damaging Lando's stock. But again, I'm a firm believer that Oscar Piastri is like a generational talent. Like, he's a complete package. Like, people often forget Oscar's literally in his 3rd season of Formula 1. Like, the level he delivers at is incredible. Hey, House of Shadow Foxes, welcome on in. Hope you're well. Whoa. When are we getting text to speak for channel points? I thought we already did. Do they not work anymore? Have I broken them? Hey, congratulations to your niece. Where's she going to uni, if you don't mind me asking? So Cadillac surely are having Perez. Like, surely Cadillac is signing Perez, hence why Mexico's stayed on the calendar. Hey, fair play to her. So I would assume it'll be Perez. Could be Bottas? But I can see them want to try and go with someone a bit younger as well. But it's kind of like, I mean, do you try and get Alex Palou in? Like, do you give him that F1 shot? Because the way he's dominated IndyCar recently, you've got to think, it would be so interesting to see what he could do. When am I planning my next pit stop? I honestly don't know yet. We could probably actually get to the end on this set. But I probably will pit again. Probably around lap 40? But we'll see what the pace is like on these tyres. Ugh! Sounds like a Logan Sargent return to me. Yeah, I funny enough, I can't see that happening. I don't think Logan would want to come back. He's doing World Endurance now, isn't he? Or like European Le Mans or something. Nicholas Gotifi is back. Canada's best Formula 1 driver of the last 10 years. God, the last 10 years was just the hybrid era, chat. When did I get so old? Ugh. I did wonder if it was you, Fox. I didn't want to say, are you such and such, and then get really confused. Drogovic is another good shout. Could get the seat.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.0 seconds.
Oh, my backside away, chat. Still not in a perfect position for some reason in the rig now. Don't know why. I seem to get a little bit of pain in my back after a while. Maybe I need a cushion. Hey, how's that going, Fox? What have you been streaming? I have got some lumbar support, I just might need a little bit more. Problem is, of course, if you get lumbar support, it then suddenly starts making it even more sweaty. What do I call Verstappen? Mad Max, more often than not. Yeah, Oscar and Max are definitely slowing each other up, though, a lot more. We're just slowly bringing the gap up. Hey, welcome on in, Anfield Pro. She's driving me up the wall. Here's the thing, like, I want Last212 to do some streams with me, but we've got no idea what we play. It would be a disaster. Hey, Jurassic Jam, hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome on in. Hey, Dan, thank you for the follow, mate, as well. Track limits? When has that ever been my strong point? Maybe I do need to do more racing on street, though. Again, I want to do some league racing on F125. So I definitely need to relearn strict track limits. It's just like in career mode and stuff, especially when I'm live commentating, I don't have to think about it. Extreme stuff, thank you for the follow as well. Matt212 could definitely compete against higher than 0% AI. Where are you racing, Branson? Yeah, if I do create a series, I'll definitely need to sort out track limits. I'm tempted to sign back up for like WOR or maybe PSGL. It's just those little moments where they're going like, that would be a warning. I gotta really clean up. Wait, how is it next Tuesday if you did a race yesterday? What is that calendar? Look down through turn 3 and do some lawn mowing. Not ideal. I did WOR, I've never done PSGL. But so I won F7 of WOR a couple of years ago on F123. That was brilliant fun. I really enjoyed doing that. Box for Inters. Don't think I'm going to be doing that one. I've done go-karting literally a few times as a kid, but never like seriously or anything like that. The only thing I have with obviously doing like league racing streams is that normally the races are quite short. Like I get the create series is a 100% GP, but like normal league racing is 50%. You're done like in 90 minutes. And then like on Thursdays as well, when WOR normally is, I stream obviously the iRacing NASCAR stuff, which I really enjoy doing. So I probably need to find like a league on a different night. What do you think will be the biggest change next season? Trying to manage the engines. There's gonna, like, next season, chat will most likely be boring as all hell. It'll just be one team dominating. Like, and people have got to expect.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Like, it's the most likely outcome. Lando Norris then is now in a comfortable P4. Charles Leclerc's up to 5th, so he's actually doing pretty well here.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Hadn't even noticed that challenge, I'll be honest. Ooh, come on. You just occasionally get those moments where the game just reminds you that it will still punish you. I realised I accidentally forgot to answer someone. They asked me about cooling. I still haven't got my aircon set up, but once I've got it all piped in, it should be good, I hope. This room definitely stays cooler than my old room did anyway. I think honestly it's just not as well insulated, which I do not mind. But the good thing as well, of course, chat, where the internet is so much better here, I should be able, I'm able to turn my PCs off overnight. Because back at my old house, I was always uploading overnight. So now I should be able to actually switch off the PCs, and that'll mean the rule can cool down. Like, my PCs genuinely would go at least weeks, sometimes months, without getting shut down. It was probably not ideal. Right, when are we going to see some AI into the pits then?
We're approaching the pit window.
Right now! Verstappen, as soon as I say that, into the pit lane, so does Norris.
20.0 seconds.
So they're surely both going hard to the end. So I'll have to monitor that gap there. Is Leclerc also in? I'm hoping they're going to come out still on my relative. I think Verstappen will. As Russell and Alonso will move up into third and
Charles is in the
fourth.
pits.
So Verstappen immediately is going to get held up a little bit then. So the gap to Max when he comes out is about 25.5 seconds. So we obviously want to go mediums, but we need to leave it a little bit longer. 35%. So they would make it to the end, but they wouldn't be fun, and I don't need to risk it. So we will probably dive in by around lap 40-ish. It's my favourite track ever. In Formula 1 Spa, in any around the entire globe, Nürburgring, Nordschleife. Such a good circuit. Hey, welcome in, Just Sling, buddy. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. How are you? When you use hot lap mode in your races? Honestly, I normally do. I just... Oh, what, in, like, normal career mode stuff, it just doesn't work that well. It's not normally worth it. Like, if the car's, like, way more upgraded, then yeah, fair enough. But early on, you just end up draining so much more battery that you can sensibly... Like, you don't make the time up for it. It's just not worth it. So, Alonso's in then. That's going to promote Verstappen back up to fourth. He should get past Russell pretty quickly as well. Verstappen could definitely still be a threat by the end of this chat. I don't have another set of hards, but I shouldn't need another set of hards. Like, we've already done 20 laps on this set. And they're only at 36%. But basically, pretty much we are bang on halfway through this stint on the hard tyre. So, like, if we had to box right now, we would need another set of hards, but the mediums should be fine. Like, if the tyre wear was way higher. Gary and I will be doing co-op. I know I've been asked it a few times, but yes, it will be coming back. Do not fear. Not really.
Okay,
Most of the circuits, you have to drive them differently.
Best lap you can.
But that's just because of, like, the curves and stuff. Baku, I suppose, hasn't changed much. But it's still, yeah, all the circuits are different. Yeah, Miami, even that obviously is quite different now with the wall through the end of Sector 2. You've got to be so much more careful. Oh, there we go. Norris flying. New fast lap of the day. Valando. I've seen it, Formula Beam. I have seen it. We are on 110 AI. A maximum AI for this. Just the AI are not very good.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Yeah, we're going to stay out a little bit longer. I don't want to do half and half between mediums and hards. I'd rather enjoy the offset a little bit more towards the end. I've just got to be a little bit careful over the undercut, but we should be fine. – 20 more laps, chat. Things are looking pretty good. What do you want to see, V10s or V8s back? V10s every time. V10 is the greatest engine ever produced by man. There we go, Piastri. So will he come out ahead of Max then? Have to wait and see. I don't think he will. Yeah, I think Max is going to get the jump on him. So's Lando. So Oscar Piastri there. Maybe a little bit screwed over in his own Grand Prix. He's actually been... Well, Oscar's come out a little way behind, actually. So that's interesting to know. Liam Lawson's up to P5. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fox buddy. I hope, if anything, it just gave you guys a little bit of extra kind of closure as such. It's always... I know obviously my dad and I can't remember why we were talking about it not that long ago. But funerals, of course, are They're always a bit odd, aren't they? But I hope it helps with the healing process. Gave her a princess send-off. It's what she deserves. This is my full-time job, TJ. I talk over pretend race cars for a living. It's good fun. I enjoy it. I often bottle it. That's what the people like. Now, the tyres are... they're hanging on in alright at the moment. I think we'll give it a few more laps. Not too worried about Max undercutting me, as long as he doesn't undercut me by too much. Because, of course, then we will have an advantage. That's another AI that needs buffing on this game, chat, is Isaac Hajar. That's who we've just lapped, I believe. And, like, his car, he should be a lot better in that car. Whoa. God, that curve is lethal. And most of chat, yeah, here for the chaos. It's pretty... I cannot complain about my job most of the time. You always get the little bits that, like, social media, like the way the apps work and stuff can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. But I absolutely love my job for the most part. I want to do more streaming. If I can justify the cost of streaming more, I want to do more of it. Absolutely on F125. Harry Cars UK, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Want to see South Africa back in Formula 1? Oh, yeah, I think so. CT Gunner 11 as well, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got to be very close to 7k on Twitch now, chat. Oscar Piastri, a 120 on the nose. What a lap time that is. We've got to think about pitting soon. Those guys are setting some quick laps further back. Playing controller, yeah, it definitely, I think F125 is more awkward on a controller. Hey, Woozian as well, thank you for the follow. I have still got to pit once more. So we are going to be very close between myself and Verstappen. It's going to be tight towards the end of the race. But again, then we will hopefully have fresher tyres. And to be fair, Oscar Piastri is staking his claim. He wants to be in this fight by the end. I'd love to see Sepang back. I'd love to see Hockenheim. Istanbul as well. I'd love for Istanbul to be back on the F1 calendar. That would be so good. Into any other sports, but just Formula 1? I like a lot of motorsport. I will watch some other bits and pieces. I will watch the darts a little bit. I will watch the golf. I'll watch rugby, like the Six Nations and stuff.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
When are you going to do two-player career mode? Hopefully next Monday. We were planning on doing it this Monday, but Gary had a family emergency. So, next Monday with a bit of luck. I don't think you can count Max out anytime soon. Not until after the summer break. At the very earliest. Like, you imagine, we get to the summer break, he's like 60 points back, but then Red Bull suddenly find an upgrade, and he's got an opportunity to win, like, regularly. He could close in 60 points, especially if the McLarens keep taking points out of each other. Like, he would not be over. I completely forgot to pit. I need to pit this lap, chat.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Box pit confirm, box pit confirm. In. Hey, enjoy it, Abadron. Hope you have a good time, mate. If he gets a race ban, then yeah, he's probably going to be in real trouble, but I can't see him getting a race ban sensibly. Like, the FIA probably won't allow it. Like, it was Grosjean back in 2018, I believe, US Grand Prix, he had a crash, like, with Charles Leclerc. He completely took him out. But because he was on 10 of 12 penalty points, it was an easy 2 penalty points, and they gave him 1. Just so they didn't get a race ban. Chat, do I need to box this lap? Should I box this lap? I'm not sure I should box this lap. I think... Do I need to box this lap? I probably ought to box this lap, shouldn't I? Should I box? I think we'll box. We'll box. I'll try and remember to box. Box, box, box. In. Box pit confirmed. Stay out, stay out, stay out. In. Oh, our pit box is quite early. Gotta remember that. Ooh, there we go. Star Duckling, thank you for the follow, buddy, as well. I appreciate it.
Perfect job from you and
Box
the crew
sprinters.
there, mate. We're delighted with that.
To be fair, Lando was not dropped back from those two either. But I think we are going to be racing on pit exit.
That was our last
So that
stop.
one extra
No
lap
more
might have
scheduled
cost
pit
us.
stops. Let's go.
There we go, Verstappen through. Ugh! What is Oscar doing? How did I get a warning for that? What was I actually meant to do in that situation, chat? And how on earth did it damage that side of the wing? That was all very annoying, and oh, that is bad. How on earth does that work?
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Oscar
There's a new
Piastri
strategy
hit me
available
with
on the
so
MSD.
much force that it broke the other side of the wing. Make that make sense. We got to try and get a run. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. This is not good, chat. I have no idea how we made that happen. No idea how we just went around both McLarens. Oh, but that front wing damage is not fun. Don't know if we can't get back in Max's range, then I could be tempted to pit again and just change the wing, because we could definitely recover back to 4th. But that is so annoying. I think Oscar picked up damage as well. Oh, he's pitting. So Oscar Piastri's in. Sensibly, I don't think we're going to be quicker than Max, are we? Like, what was I actually meant to do in that scenario? Oh, I keep saying
we can
box.
take you this lap.
So, he's gone to softs. I'd rather go mediums. But we would come out in about P4, P5. So we need to be running like over a second a lap faster than Max. Oh no, we come out further back, wouldn't we? Gotta change the wing. I think we'd still come out in P5. And that has been an utter disaster. But we're dominating this race, and Oscar Piastri just decides he's going to turn in on me. I don't think softs will make it, or they won't be quicker. I cannot see the softs being viable to the end. Like, I think we can definitely still get back past Charles. But that is so unbelievably stupid. Yeah, the car's all over, so we cannot hang out here to the end. I mean, a safety car now would be fantastic. Ugh. So dumb. Oh, Fox. That is proper
Okay,
princess
let's go now.
treatment.
Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're
Finally
happy with
some
that.
action. It's been a fairly quiet race up to this point. Oh, if we go wheel to wheel with Oscar again, you best believe I'm not making it this easy for him. Not a chance. I will quite happily park the bus. So Russell then 5 seconds up the road. We could definitely get him. I think we're going to be battling Leclerc for the final podium place. There's not a chance we make up like 30 seconds on Max, is there? In 50. We need to be 2 seconds a lap faster. That's definitely not happening. I also don't want to be battling Oscar to the end. He's upset me, chat. Normally I like Oscar Piastri. There was nothing you could have done, Fox. Absolutely nothing. You cannot beat yourself up over that. Wah. Gareth Bale's left testicle has more... Sorry? What have I missed? Oh, come on.
Okay, the car
not even
behind
setting
catching you at a
PBs.
rate of about 2 seconds a lap. Be aware.
Yeah, gotta be better with that. Good job we had an extra set of mediums, I suppose. Otherwise we would have been in a world of hurt. Problem is, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to shake off Oscar just yet. I refuse to let him beat me. Oh, there we go, purple through sector 1. Now we're starting to get some grip. What do you think of Albon's 2025 season so far? It's important that he doesn't let these couple of rubbish races get in the way. But Williams often have gone well in Canada, so I'm hoping that'll continue. I think our only chance of fighting for the win here, chat, is if Max and Lando start battling. Whoa. Like, if they really start battling, then there could be an opportunity. But other than that, I think we're just going to try and get back to P3. I've also got to be careful I don't take too much out of these tyres too early. There we go, 18.9. Oscar does an 18.8. Yeah, don't play games with me now, sir. Either go past or sit behind me. Want to get him out of the DRS, ideally. But I mean, we are, yeah, rocking up to the back of these guys in front. Whoa. Oscar's tyres, like I said, should fall off pretty soon. Ugh! Ugh! That was sketchy. Back end did not like that. Yeah, you can try and have a look down the inside there, buddy. Definitely not happening. Yeah, we can definitely get back to Leclerc. That's the main goal. I genuinely have no idea how we kept that out the wall. Yeah, the rear end, I think we just hit the rear wheel on the grass there.
Ahead, 6.0 seconds.
Whoa. Yeah, we're throwing the car around a lot. 6 seconds the gap to Charles. So Alonso might be able to try and line up a move on George Russell soon, but we need the DRS this time. We need to get in that DRS range. Come on.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Oh, there we go. This hopefully will be a run on Fernando, but of course he'll have the DRS as well. This Ferrari's been pretty good in the straight line this weekend. And we try and close in on him. I mean, look at that, 212 miles an hour. Ah, Russell! Oh, Fernando! What's he doing? Oh, accidentally trimmed the exit chicane.
Looks so easy.
Not sure I did there, Mark. That was incredibly scary. Just the closing speed with the double slipstream was madness. At least we put a car between myself and Oscar for temporarily. Right, come on, we need to get a run on Russell. Open up that DRS. 10 laps to go with this Grand Prix. You can go defensive if you want, buddy. I'm not going to complain. Give me the racing line. Thank you very much. Hopefully that's the last we see of Oscar as well. But 20 seconds to Lando and Max up the road. Yeah, not a chance we take 2 seconds a lap out of them. Not a chance.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.9 seconds. Okay, Lewis.
Avoid damaging the wing.
Damage,
I hate this game, man.
now. Please protect the front wing. Come on.
I hate it when it does stuff like that. Do you think Norris is out of the World Drivers' Championship? No. He's like 10 points back. Unless there's 8 points available, how can you say he's out of the World Championship? Oh, not new fastest lap. That's a shame. I mean, that was a good lap, and we only took like a second out of Lando, so definitely Charles is the last thing we can get. Yeah, every time he says Lewis, and every time Lewis responds, I get very freaked out. It is ever so slightly concerning. Hey, Neil, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Lewis does sometimes respond. What traction control setting do I use? None. Have you not seen the slides? I ain't using traction control. I run no assist whatsoever on the F1 games. XGVR97, thank you for the follow as well, buddy. I appreciate it. And Morgan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cause a safety car, easy way to catch up. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Unless Charles and I have an absolute plane crash together. I mean, to be fair, Leclerc's done a very good recovery drive. Like, he's in a comfortable... I mean, it's not comfortable P3. He's going to get jumped by the end, I hope. But, like, he's done very, very well when you factor in where he started. Like, the red flag came out pretty much perfectly for him. But still. Oh, that's my driving as well. Absolutely. Red Bull is done for if Verstappen leaves. It will require a whole rebuild. Oh, Verstappen's lost the spot. Verstappen's not leading anymore. Lando Norris to P1. I didn't even realise they were battling at the front. How on earth that happened? Has Verstappen got issues? Surely not. Surely not late in the day. Max Verstappen's struggling. Like, Lando's not now going to pull away from him, is he? After barely being in the fight at the front all day, Lando Norris surely isn't going to win this. Is Max struggling? I cannot work it out. If he's had an incident with the lapped car. Oh, Max is struggling, chat. I think he's got damage. Max Verstappen legitimately has damage towards the end of this race. This might not be over yet. Look how much time we're taking out of him. If we can time this run on Charles, this could be on. Come on. Yeah, we've already taken like a second and a half out of him in a lap. Right, come on, Charles. Don't fight me for this, buddy. Let's be friends for now. Around the outside. Thank you. I mean, look at that. We took like 8 tenths out of him just through the chicane alone. Oh, chat, we might have to do qualifying laps to the end of this. If it's just like a technical issue, Max will get it fixed and this will be pointless. If it's front wing damage, he won't get it sorted, obviously. I know we gained a little bit extra time on in this lap because of the DRS, but how much time do we take here?
It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 14.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 18 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 20.8. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap.
2.5 seconds. We would get there by the end, only just. Is this actually possible?
And gap to the car in front, 14.0 seconds.
We've just basically got to do qualifying laps now to the end. Although Lando's quite slow as well. So I've got no idea what's going on with the pair of them here, but they are both struggling. It is hammer time, most definitely, towards the end of the GP. I mean, we just take so much through that out of the chicane alone. That's worth nearly a second a lap. If we can just get to him by the end, I will be astounded. Won't do it by making little mistakes like that, though. Have they both got damaged? Surely not. But yeah, Lando's not losing much time. Lando's not pulling away from him, particularly. We've got 5 laps to go with this race. I need 2.5 seconds a lap.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.0 seconds.
Come on, we can do this. Or it's going to be close. I'm going to push like crazy towards the end, chat. Even if we can just have a sniff at this fight. Oh, it's completely full send through there. We have to. Use a little bit of battery down the straight, carry the speed. Ugh. A little bit ragged on the exit. You can't say we're not committed. I'm not quite sure we got enough. We're going 2 seconds a lap faster. I'm not sure it's quite going to be enough, though, by the end of the GP. I guess it kind of depends on where we catch Hadjar. If we can get a nice slipstream off of him, might be a little bit more viable. Not going to give up, though. I mean, we are just trying to put qualifying laps into the car between now and the end. Ugh. Yeah, I think the gap's coming down by just over 2 a lap. We might be like a lap or 2 short by the end. I think Verstappen absolutely could dominate GT3 racing if he decides to. I don't mind the My Team intro entry on F125, it's not bad. Yeah, 3 laps to go, the gap's down to about 9. I think it might just be too little too late. So I don't think either of them, though, have got damage. I think this is just struggling on tyres towards the end. So I'm hoping, say, Hadjar. I was hoping we get a run on Isaac down the back straight, to be honest, but I think we might get to him before there.
For now. Keep taking care of them.
This is a little bit annoying. Ugh! Oh, yeah, bring it home. Bring it home. We weren't going to get there anyway. We were not quite going to get there in the end, so we just need to bring the car home. Especially after a mistake like that. Don't go risking everything. Having said though, I still want to lap Hadjar. Bottle Job 212 strikes again. I mean, we've had a couple of scary moments in this race.
Okay,
but
gap ahead, 10.4 seconds.
the only person that's bottled it, annoyingly, was Oscar Piastri. Ugh! And maybe me into the side of Isaac Hadjar. He looks up to us in this game. mean, the fact that we might still get this gap down to like 5-6 seconds. We could have absolutely dominated this one. Joe, thank you for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome on in.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
I do think with Lando Norris, it is more psychology than anything else. Like, you just cannot get into Oscar Piastri's head. Like, not because he, you know, is impossible or anything like that. Just because I just don't think he's that worried. And Lando knows Oscar isn't scared of him. And if you look at the way, like, Lando races Max, Max knows Lando is scared of him. It is all about, kind of, respect and fear. And Lando Norris hasn't earned much of one off other drivers and has a lot of it, the other from a lot of other drivers. I almost forgot I needed to brake there. That could have been bad. Akbar and Bookster, thank you both for the follows. One more lap to go then, here from Albert Park. I'll be honest, I don't think we can complain too much today. The race has gone fairly well. Started P3. Looks like we should finish P3.
Concentration and let's bring it home. Gap
But
to your teammate behind.
ultimately, it was there what could have been.
0 seconds.
Definitely had the pace to beat Lando Norris here. Had it not been for Oscar Piastri, who seems to have pit again. So it's a good job I didn't follow him onto the softs, because Oscar isn't even going to score come the end of the Grand Prix today. But looks like it's going to be, yeah, Lando winning, Max Verstappen P2, and Oscar Piastri not scoring. So some similarities between this game and IRL. The Australian Grand Prix. Luckily today it hasn't been soggy though, like we saw with the IRL GP. Charles Leclerc, though, I think he's my driver of the day. A fantastic recovery drive. But for the first race of this all-new series, I think we can be pretty happy with the way we've driven as well, when all is said and done. Like I said, I couldn't really do a lot about Oscar Piastri driving into the side of me and giving us front wing damage. I think apart from that, though, we made some good calls. We had good pace, good consistency. Not too many mistakes either. We definitely had the pace to fight for the win. But through the final corner, Lando Norris is going to claim victory here in Albert Park, Australia. Max Verstappen will follow him home in P2. But on debut for Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton, it is going to be a podium. I think we can be pretty happy.
Checkered flag.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
I gave it everything, guys. Gave it everything.
Here's the checkered flag.
Well, congratulations. If you voted successfully for P2 and P3, 14.3k bits going to Darren there, and 2 others as well. But I'm pretty happy with that.
Victory at the first race of the season. This might be a sign of things to come. One thing's
You know what? Like I said, chat, we'll take it. We will absolutely take it. Lando Norris, I'm sure, very happy with the victory. We will hold off from Solitaire at the moment, Crisp. Because like I said, I want to try and get partnered. But once we've done that, then I will definitely get back on the Solitaire. Don't you worry. Hey, thank you very much, Akbar. I appreciate it, buddy.
A richly deserved win today.
Big up, Darren.
Lando Norris.
He did well. He did well. He saw the vision. He saw the vision in tonight's race. Has that all worked, though, chat? Like, bit rate's been good. Everything else. I think it's all worked, hasn't it? Like, none of you have reported any problems? Are we, like, able to stream now properly? Like, is this, like, the start of becoming a proper streamer? Maybe.
After an event like that,
no frames dropped all night, according to my end.
Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there we are then. Lando Norris from 6th on the grid will claim victory today, showcasing McLaren's pace was real as we got into the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen in P2, just ahead of both Ferraris there. Russell ahead of Alonso. Liam Lawson, a brilliant drive to P7. Hulkenberg got points in 9th for Sauber, with Alex Albon rounding out your top 10. Your retirements today, your 2 Frenchmen and Yuki Tsunoda, all out of the Grand Prix, so disappointing end to the afternoon for them. But if we take a look then at our championship standings, of course, race results exactly the same as Drivers' Championship. Constructors, though, Ferrari on top by 2 points ahead of McLaren, so that is going to be one of the big goals this year. Only Hassan Alpine failing to score after the first race of the new season as well. I don't think we can complain about that one as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed. We're trying to hit 10k, and we'll be back very soon ready in Shanghai.